Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to This Week in Dioramas. We are on episode 6 of season 5 already, so I hope you've got a full cup of coffee, a full cup of tea, a full cup of bourbon. We don't care, we don't judge, we just hope that you're here and ready to enjoy some awesome dioramas, and that's exactly what we've got for you. We've got 15 amazing looking dioramas, so let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and jump right on into the showcase. All right, here we go. I hope you topped off your coffee and are ready for some awesome dioramas. We're starting off first with, what are we going to call this? East Ape Man. East Ape Man. I don't think we have showcased anything from you before, so welcome to the show. New diorama, Ape Box. Exclusive release during Mini-Scale Festival event, limited 15 units only. Visit us at Base 3 Parks, etc., etc., etc. P.S. Diorama does not include miniature figure and die-cast tag. Okay, anyway, etc., etc. So this is a really cool little piece. So these are these little tiny little figures. I want to say this is, what would this be? It can't be 1/64th scale. Is it? Maybe it is. Matchbox car scale. Anyway, sign looks awesome. I love the coloration on this. The printing looks very, very crisp, very clean. You guys know I'm always wishing that I had a better printer so I could get more highly whoa, geez, I said that weird. Better, higher resolution. This looks awesome. The paint apps on the walls, there's some nice variation in the coloring, and just the rest of it is very, very cleanly done. I think he just did a really great job. The concrete and the fact that the door can open up a little bit and we can see a little bit of the tiling down in there, and there's some really nice weathering on here. You can see this is an old garage. They've probably spilled more than enough oil on the ground, and it just looks really cool. So great job on this piece. Next, coming from Mini Worlds Diorama. Let's see, I have to translate this one. I read it earlier, and let's see if the translation actually works. Dang it, it's not working. Well, this is a little handmade miniature, and it looks to be potentially made out of like a sardine tin. And I love those little dioramas where they're so small. They're made out of either an Altoids tin or I guess I just called it a sardines tin. I really like it. And I think the detail on here is really good, especially at this scale. The rocks actually look like rock formations. We've got a little bit of grass up on the top, and then the water effect just really is nailed. I love the color of the water, kind of that sea green look. And then we've got little bits of waves breaking on the, what would be the shore, I guess. Just looks so cool. And then it looks like there are fish of some sort or whales inside the water. How awesome is that? That is so freaking awesome. I'm really digging it. So here's work in progress before they've poured the resin, and you can see the little, I assume dolphins or sharks or something, and it just looks so incredible. Great job. All right, you guys, I just want to take a short moment of your time during the showcase to invite you to go check out my merch store, techchucker.creator-spring.com. You can get yourself a This Week in Dios shirt. You can get a TechChucker shirt. I don't know why anybody would want that. You can get all sorts of stuff. We've got shirts. We've got sweatshirts. What else do we got? Let's go in here and check it out, because there's tons of things that you could get. Maybe you don't want to put a shirt on your body that says This Week in Dios, but maybe you'd like to get a mug or this water bottle or a notepad that you can draft up your next amazing diorama idea. Maybe you need a drink tumbler such as this. That's not a tumbler, is it? It's a pint glass. Maybe you need to fill it with an adult beverage before you get started on your next diorama project. Nobody's going to judge. Nobody's going to care. Maybe you just want a sticker that you can represent This Week in Dios. Throw it on the back of your car, throw it on a notebook, on your laptop, computer, whatever. We've got mugs, tons of stuff. So I just ask you to go check out the store, techchucker.creator-spring.com. Check it out. Let me know, and let me know in the comments, did you check it out? I just want to know. That's all. Thank you very much for the support. Let's get back into the showcase. Next, coming from, what are we going to say? Susie Hinata. I apologize for getting that really, really wrong, but I think it's important to at least try to pronounce the name, even if you know you're going to get it completely wrong. So when I read this earlier, we'll try the translation, but I doubt it's going to work. Oh, it did kind of work. I made a house out of paper. So they made this apparently out of paper. I feel like there's got to be some other materials other than just paper. But this just looks so cool. It's very unique for our show. I had to showcase it. It looks so cool. Now, I'm not sure what this is, if it's like a convenience store or what, since I don't really read whatever language this happens to be. If it's, well, I'm not even going to guess what it is. But you can see the 24, I assume that means 24 hours. It's some sort of either drive-through or convenience store or whatever. And it just looks really good. I like the brickwork here. This could be printed. It could be an actual hand-carved. I'm not sure. But it looks so good. I don't even know what scale this is. It's probably fairly small scale. I don't know. It just looks awesome. It caught my eye. I had to showcase it. Okay, so here's the hand. So this is probably like 1/64 scale, maybe even a little bit smaller. It just looks so good. I love the construction of it. Yeah, you really did a great job on it. This next one is coming from Ahmed Zia Collector. Let's see, my work diorama to anniversary of the birth of Stan Lee. God, stop popping up. December 28th, 1922, former president and CEO of Marvel Comics Excelsior. Okay, I added that part. This is just a really cool piece. So at first I thought this was Lego when I first looked at it, looking at the filing cabinets. It just had a Lego look to it, but it definitely looks to be handmade. And you did a great job on it. It's very cleanly done. It has a very uniform look to it. All of this just looks really cool. I'm guessing these are probably 3D printed chairs. The phone looks awesome. I'm really digging on the phone. It just, all of this looks so cool. I love that we've got the city backdrop behind the windows. It just really turned out very, very well. We've got a kind of a collage type picture and then a little bit of a video. This chair looks to be custom made, probably hand carved a little bit, which, yeah, this is awesome. I love it. Very, very fun piece. Great job. This next one is coming from Mr. Spryken. Finished a simple garage dio I was working on for fun before tackling more commissions. Turned out pretty neat and looks cool with all the accessories. Sending it over to my pal Grim City to see what he can do with it. Stay cozy and creative. Reposting this after stupid Instagram somehow took my 10 different images and made them the same. Yeah, sometimes Instagram can be annoying. This is really cool looking. And the thing that I really am digging a lot is the fact that those of you that have a garage, you know, more often than not, they're not finished. And to see the drywall mud on the walls, I mean, that's a classic garage look. This turned out really, really well. I am really digging on it. The lighting that you've got with that kind of muted yellow really is working very well. We've got some workbenches in here. We got some recycle bins. All of the accessories really look very realistic. So I'm assuming some of these accessories might be dollhouse accessories that you can grab. And that is perfect. That is awesome. But look down here. We can see there's a little bit of a puddle of oil or water or something. And look at this. You even created the exterior of this garage, which is awesome. I love the paint apps. It looks so cool. Great job. See that? So now you can take a shot with the window or with the door open. It just really works very, very well. Dang, this is awesome. And I'm glad that you were able to get all of these other pictures finally posted up because this thing just turned out very, very well. Great job. Next, coming from Statically Animated. So this is a work in progress, but I wanted to make sure that I got it in here just in case I miss it later. Almost done with my first single figure display. So I'm wondering if this is just your first single figure display or your first diorama in general. Either way, awesome. Pretty much finished up the wall, still work to be done on the ground. Hope to be done in the next couple of days and then on to the next one. The brickwork is really clean. It looks very, very nicely done, especially with the mortar. I think you did a great job on it. We got a nice little accent vent here and then a little control box or power box of some sort. And then we've got these little curb pieces. The thing that I really like about this, and you guys have heard me say this before, is I like it when you guys kind of cut the pieces off a little bit so that we're left to wonder a little bit. We're not seeing the entire thing. I like that. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And you did that, and I think it's a great way to be able to create a display for a figure. So awesome job. Let's cycle through to see. There we go. So this is 1/12 scale. This must be a McFarlane Batman. Yeah, great job. Next, coming from Andy. Okay, Andy Rowe. So Andy. We're going to keep that in. And Dioramas, but I think it's, well, we'll just go with and Dioramas before I try and make a fool of myself even more. Let's see, made this for my little sister's birthday present, 3D printed and background made of foam. I love Toy Story. I love the first 4 that they did. Never saw the latest one, but I am excited because I saw somewhere that Tim Allen is coming back, which is kind of the best thing ever. I mean, we all probably agree Tim Allen is Buzz Lightyear, so it's great to see that he's likely coming back. I like this piece. It's just super fun. It brings back the memories of the original movies. Now, I'm not sure what I assume Char is probably your sister's name is my guess. I like it. I like it a lot. And I think you did a great job. It's fun. And it's a great gift, I think. So awesome job. I don't think we've showcased anything from you before. Maybe this bottom portion that's getting cut off is maybe a last name you're trying to protect. And that's good. That's very much protect your family and whatnot. So awesome job. We haven't showcased you before, I don't think. I hope that we can see more work from you in the future. So welcome to the show. This next one just blew me away. This is from Kaio Dioramas. There's not much for any information in here, but I mean, this diorama kind of speaks for itself. It is absolutely spectacular looking. It's got so much action in it. So we've got the floor here, which looks amazing. The paint apps are so good. The sculpt work on here is just absolutely so great with the damage that you've got around here. And then we've got these little wall pieces that are just kind of like exploding out. And it just looks so incredible. We've got this lion head. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know what this title really is. I don't know who these action figures are, what they're from. But this just looks so cool. We've got some great little... we've got great lights here with these little action effects giving us different colors. And then down here, this little, I don't even know what this is. Hopefully there's another picture of the base down here, but it almost looks like it's a reflection, but I think it's actually a base that's holding it up a little bit. Let's go through some of these pictures. Look at this. Okay, so these are eyes. This is an anime picture from probably whatever show this happens to be. Good Lord, this is so freaking good. You really just did an awesome job mixing in the diorama pieces with the actual sculpting and then the printout of these faces. It's just so incredible looking. And we've showcased work from this account. Now, so let's see. This is Nicholas Ferg. How do we pronounce that? Jejnu. I'm probably way off. It just, dang, there's so much action in here. It's so incredible looking. And the fact that you added in lights just really brings this thing to life, and it looks so incredible. Wow, I'm just blown away by this piece. You just really nailed it. Next, this is coming from Rob Figure Arts. This is supposed to be a video. Good, it's playing. And let's see, it took me a minute to figure out how to add the detail to the top railing around the outside of the entrance, and even longer to find the right paint color. Sometimes that really is the hardest part about a project, is you want to match a paint color and you just can't find it at the store, and that means sometimes you have to mix the paint yourself. I usually mix all of my paint, and you try and eyeball it to get what you're looking for. So this is kind of like a New York subway style entrance. Let's get to the pictures so that you can see here's some work in progress with the paint going on, and now we've got the signage. This just turned out really, really good. Look at this, more signage. This just is so awesome looking. And while the diorama piece, I'm not sure if it's 3D printed or if this is handcrafted, it's small, and maybe it's not necessarily the most complex diorama. There's still a lot to this, and a lot of work went into it, and I'm really impressed with it. I think you just did a great job. You nailed the look, and you even did your best to try, and while this is not actually going down deeper, you worked on giving it the effect of going down into the subway, and I think it works. I think it works really well. We've got the handrails, they come down, and then you've got the darkness here, but you've got the concrete painted there. That really works. It looks awesome. I think you did a great job on this piece. You should be very, very proud, especially the fact that you were able to find a paint color that really does match what these subway entrances look like. So great job. This one is coming from our friend Vasco Toys. He is also one of the admins of my Facebook group, the Diorama HQ. If you aren't already a member, go join it. I'll leave a link in the description below. It's just a really good place for you to be able to share your work in addition to Instagram, but also it's a great place to be able to speak to people in the community, ask questions, learn, and maybe even share some techniques. And that's what Vasco Toys does. He shares a lot of the work that he does. He shares how he does it, and he's got some really great videos on his YouTube channel, so make sure you go check out his YouTube channel. He shows how he does the impact craters like this, and it's great. I think you need to go watch his video on doing these impact craters. It's such a versatile skill that, yes, you can use it for Dragon Ball Z, you could use it for Marvel, DC, all sorts of different genres. You could use this type of diorama building skill. So go check out his YouTube. This just looks so cool. I love this rock formation style. It's kind of a Dragon Ball Z, definitely an anime style, but you could change up the colors and get whatever style you're looking for out of this. So definitely, again, go check out his YouTube because he does a lot of great stuff on there. Next, coming from Lionheart Dioramas. He's got a YouTube channel as well, so go check him out on YouTube. Let's see, I made a while back a simple ruins diorama for a friend of mine. Was asked to fix it up, added a couple goodies, and now we have an abandoned construction site, 1/12 scale, propane tank, breaker boxes, and electrical box by Grim City. We already mentioned that name elsewhere. So this piece just looks amazing. So Lionheart has great paint apps. He's really good at it, and I'm just very impressed with this. It's not necessarily the largest diorama that we've seen even from this creator, but there's so much detail in it. Just look at the paint. It has so much variation in it. Just look here. You've got the darker bit here, a little bit of lighter. You've got some nice cracking going on, lots of debris and what have you. And then these kind of girders with the orange, there's a lot of weathering on here, and it looks so freaking good. We got this little handrail, got some nice rust on there. It just overall looks so good. But I really like the fact that we've got the only real color is this orange, and it really pops on this kind of monochromatic backdrop and ground. It just dang, it really makes this stand out even more. And the fact that you've got such good weathering on here, it's just, dang, it's so awesome. And you can see right here, a little bit different color. It might be because of flames or whatever. I love it. I love it. You just did a great job. Next, coming from Diorama Boy, this is a 1/12 scale, 18-inch wide, 26-inch deep, 14.5-inch high. DM him for the link, fully magnetized, and comes with all accessories shown. So this is one of those diorama creators. He does a lot of commission work, I believe. He's creating dioramas all the time. The graffiti work is always just on point. And I'm going to just say this. I have a bit of a unpopular opinion on graffiti. I hate graffiti. Now hear me out. Hear me out. I love the artistry. What I hate is when people graffiti stuff when they didn't get permission. Basically the vandalism side of it. Yes, I'm an old fuddy-duddy, prude, whatever that might be. Property rights are important to me. So I just thought I would share this unpopular opinion because I'm probably going to get a lot of what? I can't believe you hate graffiti. Just bear with the nuance of the opinion. I just don't like it when people are putting it on other people's property. Anyway, that was a bit of an aside that's probably going to get me in trouble. Let's get back on track. So the dioramas that Diorama Boy does, number one, he puts out a lot of work, and it's hard to necessarily know because the style is always very similar. So it's hard to pick out when is it a repost or is it a new piece. Usually it's always a new piece, and it's just so good. He throws in the lighting, and he's got these great pictures of these pieces so that you can see what it would look like if you're doing some photography with his pieces. And again, the graffiti looks so authentic. It looks so good in here. There's so many different styles of graffiti too, which is, I think, a little bit tough for some to replicate, where you can make it look like multiple people have tagged a place. And I think you do a really good job of doing, different styles of graffiti where you have, kind of the bubble letters here, and then you've got the standard kind of graffiti that maybe my skill set would be able to do, or like this. And then you've got some of the stuff that you just can't even read. And then you've got some real pictures. It just all comes together so well, and it looks so good. And again, with his accessory, because I say this every time I showcase his work, his accessories that he throws in there with the little bits of debris and the pieces of garbage and other accessories that come with these pieces, they're always placed so well. The paint apps are always so welly done. Oh, let's see if I can turn that into a British thing or something. It's welly done. Is that believable? Yeah, I'm sure people in Britishandia, that's how they talk, right? No? Anyway, let's get back to this before I completely turn a fool of myself. This water effector to make it look wet is awesome, and I've seen tutorials on it. I've never really done it. I've meant to do it. I forget what it is that people use. Someone in the comments remind me what it is that people use. I can't remember if it's like the wood polish that you can use or what it is, but somebody let me know in the comments, remind me what it is that oftentimes can be used to give that wet effect. Yes, you can do it by just painting black, but it's not quite the same. It doesn't usually give that shine. So remind me in the comments, but great job. I always look forward to seeing more work from you. This next one is coming from, let's see, Rustner Model Scale. And let's see, hello world, hello. After a little break that I needed to take again, I'm here. I would like to announce this diorama. From the beginning, it gave me a lot of problems. I know how that goes. I had to start from zero several times because I didn't know how to carry out the idea. The exterior is finished, and I'm going to leave it as seen in the photos. I am still working on the interior. I would like to leave it as fine as possible. I regret certain things about this construction, but I don't know how to turn back time. I have to say, probably most of us feel that way at least a couple times about each project that we're working on. You're thinking, you have an image in your head, and sometimes it just doesn't come out the way that it's looking in your head. And sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes it's not a good thing. But it's also one of those things where the eye of the beholder will see something different than you might. And I think this looks really good on the exterior. It has a very natural feel to it. Going back to the discussion around graffiti, not everybody, when they're putting up graffiti, does the same style, and oftentimes they start covering other people's graffiti. And this is kind of what I'm getting a little bit from this. And there's definitely a lot of weathering that's happening with the wall and what have you. The only thing that I might throw out there, and I know that you said that you want to leave the building alone. I think the building is fine. With the way that the building looks, it has a very old, grimy look. You might grime up the sidewalk a little bit more, because that's looking a little too new and pristine. Even the tar around it is looking far more weathered than your sidewalk. I don't know if that's where you're having your critique, but that's what I would add, is add some washes to this to give it a little bit more of a darker, danker look to it. You can see that you did that around this garbage can, which is great, but I think you need a little more color contrast around on the concrete. The interior is looking pretty cool. It's very different. It's kind of a, oops, let's get back here. We've got a very glossy floor, which is kind of cool. It's definitely cool. It's one of those things where you're thinking when you get to this shop that, oh, you're probably going to have some dirty, dank looking, garage, and they've probably been taking pretty good care of it, which is nice to see. So I am really impressed with this piece. I think you did a great job. Yeah, not much to change other than that concrete piece, and the interior, freaking A, that looks awesome. Great job. This next one is coming from Lucas Art. Okay, what are we gonna? Lucas Artes. Let's see if we can get a translation that will work on this. Okay. The Night, Hollow Night. The Night is a ripped out reception. They are the children of the Pale King and the White Lady, born in the abyss with the emptiness inside their shell. Hornet is the Night's sister through her common father. Okay, so there's a lot here. Go read it. We're going to talk about the diorama piece. I don't know anything about this, but I love it. I love it. For some reason, I have a bit of a huge enjoyment for little mushrooms for some reason, and these things look awesome. What I really like about this is that you've kind of toned down the saturation of the color tones so that just the mushrooms will stand out. And I love that look. I'm trying to do a little bit more of that in my photography. We went to a butterfly preserve or whatever in South Dakota the other weekend, and I've tried to do that a little bit with the pictures. It's the first time I've ever tried to do that, and it's super cool. At least I like it. And these little mushrooms, I just love them. I love it so much. And then you got a little bit of extra different color with the green flower here, and I'm really digging on that. Again, I don't know anything about what this particular thing is, but I do like this little display piece. I like the artistry of it. I like the way that these little mushrooms look. They kind of have they definitely have extra texture to them, which is really working very well for them. And we get a little bit of saturation and color in the vines, which is a nice touch. There's a lot of color variation in here, but it's very subtle. And I'm definitely appreciating that very, very much. So great job on this piece. And then last but not least, coming from BobaChuck, let's see, we've got, it is sold, update. I added barbarian weapon signs, flags. I had forgotten to add them when I made the sales post. I will make another post with pictures of the changes or PM if interested, etc., etc. So this is sold. Too bad, so sad. You missed out unless you're the one that bought it. So let's see. Latest custom diorama for sale. Medieval weapons area fight room. Perfect for Mezco 1/12 collective. Conan and Death Dealer. Walls are magnetized for easy storage. Big door can be removed. Comes with 7 custom twists on battery operated flame lights. Chains with shackles. Remove your figures, hand, and put in the shackle and put them on the hand, etc., etc. Figures and old weapons not included for sale. So, well, anyway, it's already sold. So, dimensions 18 inches deep, 18 inches wide, and 13 inches tall. Okay, so this turned out really good. What I really love about this is the fact that you textured the walls. That really gives it a great look and feel. It's selling the medieval feel to it. Now, I can't imagine that back in the 1500s or whatever that they were necessarily always getting super smooth walls. And I love the fact that you've got that on there. And then we throw in the paint. And you really did a great job with your paint effects. It's got some variation. You can see, especially on this wall, because we're looking straight at it, there's a lot of color variation within the wall paint. And it just looks so good. This door is very, very epic. Love the floor with the big timbers coming around the edges. It just looks so incredible. I think you did a great job on this piece. Everybody did a great job on their works this week. Thank you to everybody that used the hashtag. Great way for me to be able to find your work, but also make sure that you are following the hashtag so you can see other people's work, and then I might be able to showcase you in a future episode. Again, thank you, BobaChuck, for sharing your work. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell notification, all that stuff. Go to Instagram and make sure that you are following the hashtag thisweekindioramas. You can check out all of the work that has been shared throughout the community. And as I always say about the community, go support each other. If that means giving a like, if it means giving a follow, whatever that might be, please insert yourself into the community. Be someone who is supporting the community. And you know what? The community is going to come back and support you as well. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Do please go check out my merch store, techchucker.creator-spring.com. See if there is anything that you would like to put onto your body and buy it. And then do that. Put it on your body and wear it proud. Wear it so that the world knows that you enjoy dioramas. Maybe people will go up to you and say, "What the heck is that? And how do I get involved?" And then you've just inspired a new diorama creator. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. Again, hit the like button, leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite dio of the week was. Let me know what you are working on this weekend. Are you starting a new project? Are you finishing an old one? Whatever it might be, whatever you're working on, make sure you've got a sharp blade. And I will see you in the next episode.